Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Paul Pogba agrees personal terms with Juventus over a free transfer. According to Sky Sports, Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba is considering a return to Juventus this summer after holding positive talks with his former club. The French international's contract with the Red Devils expires this summer, and the Bianconeri held discussions with him regarding a return to Turin. Pogba is yet to decide which club he will play for next season, and Juventus appear to be making early moves. While the player has a soft corner for the club, having played with the Old Lady previously, it will not be surprising if he rekindles the relationship in the coming month. It's fair to say that Pogba enjoyed the best spell of his club career in Turin. At the same time, the Red Devils have still not made any contact with the player for a renewal. It appears as though Pogba may very well leave the club this summer. There is also interest from Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. The midfielder's representatives have maintained contact with these clubs over a potential transfer. Whether their effort will be fruits remains to be seen. Currently, on the sidelines with an injury, it seems that the player may have already played his final game for the Red Devils. Paul Pogba has agreed personal terms over a 3-year contract with Juventus, Italian outlet Gazzetta dello Sport claims. He's set to walk out when his contract expires on June 30, and Gazzetta claims that Juventus are on the verge of re-signing him on a free transfer. The 29-year-old has agreed terms over a 3-year deal worth €7.5 million per season, which could rise to €10 million with performance-based bonuses. Pogba on his day is a world-class player, but his spell at Old Trafford has been more of a miss than a hit. The club is better off looking elsewhere for a potential reinforcement than convincing Pogba to stay put. ArunaWAN Bisaka requests a new long-term Man United deal. Manchester United right-back ArunaWAN Bisaka has requested a new long-term contract following the club's decision to block recent inquiries, the Sun reports. The 24-year-old has been an assured starter for the Red Devils over the past 2 campaigns, but his situation has changed since interim boss Ralf Rangnick took charge in December 2021. The German has picked Diogo Dalot over him due to the better attacking attributes, and it has been reported that incoming manager Erik ten Hag may prefer to do the same. Wan-Bissaka's future at United has become uncertain as a result, but the hierarchy have recently blocked inquiries for him as they await the final decision from Ten Hag this summer. The defender's current deal expires in 2 years' time, but he has now requested a renewal amid the club's reluctance to listen to offers. Ten Hag will have the final say over his future. Wan-Bissaka seemed indispensable from the United lineup at one point of time, having built his reputation on winning one-on-one challenges with his excellent tackling skills. However, there has been a dip in his performances this season. The £27 million rated star has been dispossessed more often. On top of this, his limited attacking prowess has hampered him. Dalot has proved the perfect fit for Rangnick with his more progressive passing and overlapping runs. With the lack of goals contribution from either player, Ten Hag may want another attacking right back in the squad. The club are eyeing a summer deal for Nordi Mukiele. Ten Hag has already held talks with one Man United star about changing his playing style. Manchester United's new manager Erik ten Hag is reportedly already working on getting David de Gea to change his playing style. The Red Devils have just endured a miserable season, with Ten Hag ready to take over after interim boss Ralf Rangnick takes charge of his final match later today. According to the Daily Star, Ten Hag is already preparing for next season and has told De Gea he'll have to get better with the ball at his feet, as playing out from the back is an essential part of his tactical philosophy. The Spanish shot stopper is world class when it comes to preventing efforts going into his goal, but in the modern game, it's also increasingly important for keepers to be able to pick out a pass. It seems Ten Hag is eager to see De Gea work on this side of his game, where he currently lags behind the likes of Ederson at Manchester City and Alisson at Liverpool. Speaking to Cult Offside recently, former United midfielder Luke Chadwick said he suspected this could become an issue with the new manager, despite De Gea arguably being the player of the season at Old Trafford this term. I think I'd give De Gea player of the season because of his consistency throughout, Chadwick said. It will be interesting to see what the future holds for him now. I'm sure Ten Hag will 100% rate him as a wonderful world-class shot stopper, but maybe not as the best keeper with his feet, playing out from the back, which is a big part of how Ajax played under Ten Hag and how Liverpool and Manchester City have been playing. Ralf Rangnick says he should be blamed for Manchester United failing this season. Ralf Rangnick has told Manchester United fans that he should be blamed for the failure to generate an improvement in results and performances as the club's interim manager. Sustainably, I agree we never came near to that aggressive, proactive football to attack them in their half, to keep them under pressure than I'd normally want to do, Ralf said. I'm more than self-critical. I should have done better. I expected that me and my coaching staff could have developed this team in a more sustainable kind of way. We couldn't, and it's not only the players who should be blamed, it should be ourselves. We all could and should have done better. But in order to play that kind of football, you need all the players in their best possible positions who can play like that. The German had enjoyed success with Schalke, Hoffenheim and RB Leipzig, but he had more recently been working in the executive offices of the Red Bull Group. He struggled to replicate his earlier success at United and felt the lack of time on the training ground didn't help. To tactically develop the performance of the team as a team, and this is what I always did wherever I was earlier on, no matter in which league or with which club, it always happened, he added. It did not always happen in the first year at some stages. It took 1 year or 8 months until that happened. Of course, that also included some pre-season and some changes at the end of the first season. But unfortunately, we didn't have that chance at that opportunity to do that because I came in December. We never had a pre-season. We were always thinking from one game and from 1 week to the other. Again, this is no excuse. We all could and should have done better, including myself and my coaching staff, but there were obvious reasons why it didn't happen. Manchester United tracking Eintracht Frankfurt defender Evan Ndicka. According to French journalist Fabrice Hawkins, Manchester United are keeping tabs on Eintracht Frankfurt defender Ivan Ndicka over a potential move this summer. The 22-year-old has enjoyed a memorable season, having recently won the Europa League against Rangers on penalties. The centre-back has made 44 appearances, having scored 4 times and providing 4 assists this season. However, the French international could be set for a move to the English top flight in the forthcoming transfer window. The Red Devils are monitoring his situation and could integrate him into the first team set-up if the player joins the Old Trafford outfit. With our defense looking fragile and unconvincing over the course of the season, it's only natural for the club to look out for players to reinforce at the back. The new man in charge, Erik ten Hag, could look to improve his defense by adding new faces coupled with experience. Hence, the interest in Ndicka arises amid weakness at the back on the pitch. Ten Hag is known to have groomed young players and brought them to competitive level at Ajax. It would be interesting to see how he uses Evan Ndicka in his squad and grooms the youngster if a potential move happens. He's young and can really come into his own at a massive club like Man United. Whether he would become a starter if he joins is something up for debate, but there is no doubt about his talent and potential at his tender age. Players reps in England as Manchester United in pole position to wrap up transfer. Manchester United reportedly look to be in pole position to seal the transfer of Ajax defender Jurrien Timber this summer. The Red Devils face some competition for the signing of Timber, according to journalist Jonathan Schrager, but it seems the player's representatives are currently in England to learn about Man United's plan. Schrager's tweets on United's pursuit of Timber. At this moment, Timber to Manchester United is not done, and there is competition from other clubs, but Jurrien's representatives is currently in England to learn about Man United's plan. There is a belief that Manchester United are currently the front runners to sign Jurrien Timber. United surely need to add talent like Timber to their squad this summer, with the youngster looking like he could already be a significant upgrade on struggling defensive players like Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. It remains to be seen if Man United will get a deal for Timber done, but fans will hope there are also alternatives in mind in case they miss out on his signature. Barcelona boss Xavi Hernandez sends a Frenkie de Jong message amid Manchester United transfer links. Barcelona boss Xavi Hernandez has given his thoughts on the future of Frenkie de Jong amid links to Manchester United for a potential transfer. The midfielder has been surrounded by uncertainty over the past few weeks, with Erik ten Hag being in line to move to Old Trafford at the end of this season. De Jong has been linked with an exit from Barca despite being one of their crucial stars in their current project. Man United have been touted as a potential destination as he could reunite with his former manager Tenhack after enjoying a successful spell during their time together at Ajax. Now, Xavi has expressed his viewpoint on the matter in the pre-match presser ahead of the Villarreal clash by saying, "For me, Frenkie is a great player, he's a beast, I like him and I think he can be a part of an important era of the club. We will see the economic situation of the club, but I like De Jong." The Red Devils fans would be delighted to hear the Catalans' boss latest word, as he has not given a firm indication that the 25-year-old midfielder would stay with them moving forward. That could hint at the fact that they may just be open to selling De Jong to balance their dire finances. The Red Devils must contact the La Liga giants and get a clear idea regarding their stance on De Jong's potential sale. Once that is done, we can prepare our transfer plans depending on the answer that we could receive from Barcelona. The main concern would probably be the Barca midfielder's stance on joining the Manchester side in the future. After all, we are not in a good situation on sporting terms, especially after missing out on the Champions League football for the next campaign. Then again, the fans are hoping that Ten Hag can convince De Jong to make the switch to team up with him at Carrington. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.